Hi and welcome. So I'm making this video because I just received a notification that the Cyber Week or Black Friday pre-week, the week with already the sales with the discounts have begun. And I received a notification from every company from where I bought plugins. All of them are just coming and hitting us with discounts every year in this period. And as I told you, it is so hard to restrain yourself and not to buy into this discount thing and just start to buy plugins, instruments, even if you do not need it. It's the same thing with me also, and so I got the notification. For example, let me just give you an example. I got a notification from iZotope with their discount, right? And because I bought into the system, so I had the music production suite starting from the beginning, and then I upgraded every year. I went until the Ozone 8 Advanced. So I think like 2 years ago. Then something happened with the iZotope because I don't know. They have decided they wanted to propose us, with subscription-based owning softwares. So I thought to myself, no, I'm okay with the Ozone 8 Advanced. It was enough. It was doing sufficient things, so I didn't even wanted to go further with the development. It was already fine, good, and so I let it go. Last year and the year before, it was the same thing. It's the same thing with Native Instruments, because I'm using sample-based instruments, and before, nowadays there are companies who are not, they are developing their own system. So every company is trying to make their own system. But before, like 4 years before, or maybe even in the past, the sample-based libraries developers, they base their instruments on the Kontakt player. So the sample-based instruments, the majority of them were opening and were usable in Kontakt, in the Kontakt player. So I had to buy it. So I had the Kontakt. But then Native Instrument came with bundles, like the complete bundle. So they offered a bunch of instruments in a bundle for a very affordable price. For a very affordable price for those who were already into the system, the ecosystem, right? So it's the same thing this year. And last year was the same thing. Like last year, at the beginning of the year, I received a notification that complete bundle 13, it's available. And I had it the 12th, because I bought the 12 as I considered for myself a very good offer. The complete collector's edition bundle 12, because they released the Symphony series, and I just wanted to have it. I wanted to try out. I wanted to see how the Symphony series sounding, and I really thought that they kind of trying to impress people. So I really believe that it's good quality, and it's not a bad quality. It's not the best one, but it's a usable one. So I bought the 12. Then last year they released the 30. And I analyzed, and I said to myself, it's not justified to pay that upgrade, even though the upgrade it's not that much, but for that upgrade I decided for that money to buy something else because I just didn't feel that upgrade it needed. Then they released the 14, which is now on sales, and when they released, it was the same thing, just wasn't justified. But then something happened for me anyway. You know, I have a laptop, an Apple laptop, a MacBook Pro, but the Intel-based one, which served me well. But today is just, I thought to myself it's time for him to get the retirement. So I bought into the new MacBook Pro with the M chips. So even though this year in 2023 Apple is releasing MacBook Pros with the M3 chips, I bought this year, at the beginning of this year, a MacBook Pro, a 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 chip. But buying the MacBook Pro, I realized that there's a lot of plugins who are just not compatible, who are not working natively, and that's just annoying. Even though I saw a bunch of videos about saying that the Rosetta 2 is doing very great the job, but come on, I don't want Rosetta 2 between the plugin and the DAW, so just that didn't felt right. So I waited a little bit, but then I just bought it because I had a very good offer with the MacBook Pro M1 chip. But now, having the MacBook Pro M1 chip, my plugins, which are working extremely well on Windows Intel-based computers, well, on a MacBook Pro M1 based chip, it's just not working. Like, for example, I have the iZotope bundle, music production suite. There's also a bundle. I don't know what's the name, but anyway, it's a bundle. You have all their stuff in it. But it is with the Ozone 8 Advanced. So with Ozone 8 Advanced, they just told me, no, it's not working. You have to upgrade. Ozone 8 Advanced is not supported on Apple MacBook Pro with M chips. So normally I should buy separately again every instrument, and then it's the same thing with the Contact player. With what I had the problem, there were a lot of problems at the beginning with Native Instruments, but they told me that I have to be patient because they will support finally Apple-based M chip-based MacBook Pros. So today, notification with Native Instruments and iZotope, sales have begun. 50% discount sales, and I just thought to myself, okay, complete 50 off. Let's see the deal. So complete 14 collector's edition, right? Because I have the 12, while the regular price 1,799 euros, because I'm in Europe. Upgrade 800. I thought to myself, really, I don't think it's worth. because I have the 12. And I wanted to see what is new. What's new for me, right? What's new for me? And I said, okay, action strings 2, it's new for me. So that's one instrument. Choir, Omnia. Second, 2 instruments already. Loris. 3, piano colors. 4, Stradivari violin. 5, Archis. 6, cello. 7, viola. 8, violin. 9, mallet flux. 10. Then what do I have? Ashlight 11, Fairlight 12, Straylight 13, Mysteria 14, right? Okay, and here what do I have? New Gniphonium. So that's 17, and then this one I think I have it. So 17, then here which Kontakt 7. So that will be an upgrade again. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, then 26, 27, right? 27, what we have, 27, this one I have it, 27, 28, 29, 13, 31, 32, 33, right? 34, okay, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37, do we have something new? 38, this is good, you see, so here 37, right? 38 with this one. So this is good because normally in iZotope, from iZotope, I should upgrade if I want to use iZotope or Ozone on in my master chain. Then I should separately upgrade, and that would cost even more money. So now I have the opportunity, because even though I bought already, so I have the Ozone 8, I couldn't use it on my MacBook Pro with the M chip because it was just not supported, but this one is supported, so that's cool. So this is really a huge, I mean, it's not that huge. I mean, I would love to use it on MacBook Pro also, the Ozone, because I got used to it, but I can live without it. So I'm not dependent on it. I'm trying always to change from time to time the plugins. So that's why I showed you that I even, you know, using many times the stock plugins from Logic, because I just don't want to be dependent on these manufacturers, because tomorrow if it's not working, then I just really, you know, like with the Ozone 8, I stopped upgrading from iZotope. Maybe one day I will, but for now, no. So this will be somehow an upgrade. So 38, 39, so we are, and these ones are probably good plugins to try out anyway. Yeah. So I think, let's say, totally I have like 40, maybe even more. And with the expansion kits and so whatnot, so I think like I have 45 instruments. So 45 instruments for how much is it? Let's go back. Where are you? Let's go back. So that was what's new for me. So it's 899. So 900, yes, 900 euros. So it's a lot of money for 45 instruments. 45 instruments maybe not that much, but I still feel that it's a lot. So I'm not decided to buy it. But then let's do a simulation. And here I see that the update, so the upgrade for me, it's only 249 euros and 50 euro cents. So this changes everything, right? So because I have the collector's edition, for me the upgrade, it's only 249.50 euro cents. So that's a bargain. That's not even, question whether I would upgrade it or not. 45 instruments for 250 euros, that's, I don't know, $260. 45 instruments, that's a done deal. So I will just buy it, of course. We'll go. And this says it's working with the 1213 Ultimate Collector's Edition. It's exactly what I have. So I just have to do it. So let me just go and buy it, and then I will come back and just show you. I mean, this is huge, but this is just justified. 250 euros for 45 instruments. If you are, that you will use it, you will try it out at least, it's a bargain. So I will just do it. So you see, this is how it's happening, and this is how I'm thinking, and every year it's the same thing. But if there's justified reason to buy it because it's a very good price, actually it's a price that you cannot refuse it, then you should buy it. And obviously it is now the moment to buy it. Now I wanted to buy from Plugins Boutique also, but the problem is again with the MacBook Pro. And with the MacBook Pro, again, it's complicated because many of the products that are really, on a sales, they're just not supported on the MacBook Pro M-chip based laptops. Like here, we are on the Plugins Boutique. I mean, you go on the deals, right? And you just look, 48, but let's see, you start to have 95. So here, what we have here, use synth, master desk. So the problem is that this is just starting to repeat. So if you bought already, for example, if you are buying a Native Instrument, you see the Super 8, the Master Desk, I don't know, the Super 8. So there are a bunch of stuff that's just starting to repeat, and you will have multiple versions of it. Now Diva 90%, it's, if you really need it, if you do, for example, compose a lot of electronic music, then yes, Diva is something that you should own anyway. Let's see, what do we have here? So, iZotope Soundtoys. So if you really want to have some kind of, and you do not have it, you have to be careful, because there are excellent plugins coming from Soundtoys, but they are giving some kind of names, and you have to know that at the end they are doing all the same thing. Like exciter is exciter, distortion is distortion, delay is delay, and so if we are saying that distortion, we will call it, like, I don't know, devil, or I don't know, decapitator and whatnot. Like, it even saying it's saturation, yes. So it is good to have it, and it simplifies you. So if you are a beginner, the good thing is that I imagine they have presets, or even if they do not have presets, it's quite simple to manage. Saturation, it's not a big deal to saturate a sound or a channel, but they give name like decapitator, right? Filter freak, it's the same thing. There are filters like low pass, high pass, whatnot, right? So yeah, it's good to have them. And what is good, that once you are buying them, then it's cool. It's really okay. But and Soundtoys are one of the companies that if there's update needed, they are really the first. So they are pretty quick in updating their products. So if you really need still delays, distortions, saturators, and so reverbs, limiter, yeah, why not? You can try it out. But this one you will have on with your stock DAW, or you will have it in some kind of bundles also. So because finally I know what will happen and what is happening with me, and I had to rethink things, because I had let's say a distortion from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 companies, and then I just finally I enjoyed one, and the other ones I didn't use it, but I bought it, right? Let's see what we have. Soundtoys, we saw it. Universal Audio is the same thing. So they now have enormous, gigantic, big sales. But yeah, it's the same thing. I'm looking like 90%. Okay, I'm using that also. Yeah, 50. But these are some things that you can buy in time if you really need. But the Universal Audio, for me, it was great, and it's still great in the DSP. So when you have problems of using a bunch of plugins and to not overload your computer, then you are using it in their own box, and that's good. but if not, right, I don't know. For me, today, like plugins for sound shaping or manipulation of the sound or tracks or whatnot, it's not that exciting. For me, I need more of sounds for composition, so sounds, ideas, or things that I can use for sound design. Yeah, that could be interesting, but like reverbs, EQs, saturators, exciters, distortion, no. So Korg, they have also the on deal everything. So Korg is just great. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, if you do not have, you should have. But generally, they have, yes, core collection, like the complete collection. You buy into the complete collection, and then you have everything. And because I have it, I have the collection, and so many compositions that I'm using. So M1 is it's a classical one, and all the others are the Odyssey, the MS-20, the Polythins. Yeah, they are just classical ones, right? So what we have, so we had Melodyne. Melodyne, I used it. I don't use it anymore on that much, but still is on sales. I just wanted to see, okay, Arturia, what they have. I'm at 50, so they went only with the 50. Here also, I mean, I don't know, the FX collection, I'm disappointed in Arturia with the FX collection. The FX, for me, it's just not workable. I'm not using it. I tried it out in the trial, and then I didn't like it. But Pigments is a great instrument. So if you want heavy basses, low sounding sounds, Pigments is just great. And they are in the discount. Even the starting, this one, the Analog Lab, it's not a bad one. But then you have the selection, the complete, and this 50% off. Okay. Now let me just check out what do we have here. Native Instruments. Okay. I said it that if you are not yet in the Native Instruments bundle thing, and you are a composer or you are composing in different genres and you want a bunch of sounds to get inspired, go with the bundle. Buy the bundle. The bundle is the best offer, in fact, because if you are starting from Native Instrument to buy one by one, then it's just way expensive. Way expensive. Solid State Logic SSL Limit Black. Okay. Rhodes VRAC, right? Waves Factory. Waves Factory have had some interesting things that were what I have from them. I have bought it. This one was interesting, but finally I didn't use it that much. So Waves Factory, I'm not using it anymore. And what we have, Excellent Audio. Oh, they already did. Generally, they are. Oh, now it's 51%, but always on discount, right? So yeah, I mean, Addictive Drums too. It's a good one. It's always 50. It's always 50% discount. Thanksgiving or in summer sales, it's always the same thing. They're going down 50, right? So that's good. Addictive Drums. It's really a fast way to have the drums in your composition. If you are doing pop, rock, jazz, that kind of styles. Then what is I have key additive keys. So that was I have the pianos. I really consider them a very good quality, and I had with where is it? Excellent audio. Oh, this is what yes. So I have this one. So that's a must-have. So if you are really into compositions and you are composing, this is really a must-have, because this will really help you in everyday composition. So it's just a great virtual instrument which allows you to be able to use all of your drum kit arsenal. I mean, because if you are composing on a daily basis, or I don't know, let's say weekly basis, if not daily basis, I mean, I know you can hear many people saying that they are using always the same drum set. But if you are a composer, you cannot use it all the time, the same drum sets. From time to time, you just want to change, and so is really at your fingertip the possibility to change, to use different drum kits, to change from time to time your drum kits and or build new ones. So it's really good. It's really a handy one. And if I'm not mistaken, they have something like I don't know what is the name. You know, with the sounds, like I thought that it was from them, the RC, you know, the saturation and distortion. Yeah, this is the RC20. Yeah, but this is really it's not a must-have, but it's a good to have it. Really a good plugin. So you have multiple. It's a plugin bundle that can really color your sounds when it needed. So this is really bad. 50 is something normal at XLN Audio. It's their normal, but 50 is a good price when you're considering that normally it's 100%, so it's a different price. So complete Native Instrument is just great because they are coming with 50 on, and as I told you, once you are entering in the system, then you have really nice discounts, right? Then Universal Audio, it's good. It's good to have it on, as I told you, for their DCP, so zero latency. Today it's not a big deal with the latency, but still it is preferred more in a home studio environment to have a box who is assuring all your plugins. So their plugins, for example, are not using the computer or the laptop resources. So for that thing, I really like a lot Universal Audio. And they were, I don't know the latest ones, but they were really good in creating good quality plugins for sound shaping and whatnot. Sonox, the same. So there's a lot of today. If I'm looking, there's a lot of plugins that are mostly for soundtrack treatment, but not really synths. Okay, they have the deal again with output. It's the same thing, 50, right? 50%, 50%. I mean, there's some good stuff from them. Like what I really enjoy is have enjoyed and used, but I'm not using right now because everybody was using. I mean, this on the portal, everybody is using. Then it was Rev, of course, Analog Strings, but the other one Exhale, yeah, Exhale. So everybody. So now it's just everybody. If you listen, you will hear so many productions using Exhale and Signal again. Yes, but they are still good instruments. Of course, there's a lot of possibilities to reshape it or change it or modify it and make it your own. So I mean, this plugin, you can load it in your DAW and then put, like, as I already told you, a decapitator or the saturator or an exciter or a distortion flanger or combine one, or there are so many possibilities that you can really change the sound, that already known sound, in something different. But that takes time and patience, but it is doable. You can do it. Now, excellent. Okay, complete. So this one, Universal Audio, Sonox, UJAM again. Oh, this is great. Now they say up to 77%. I mean, here what we have, which I used, and I know it's a good one. Like I believe that USynth bundle is just great to have it, like a bunch of synthesizer sounds. And they are at 66% off, so it's not bad. Now I don't know if they are containing everything. Let me just check. Pixel Deluxe Core, okay, that's not bad. Euphoria, Karma. Oh, it's just this one. Okay, so it's not that much. Yeah. Now for me, what we have here. Yes, for example, look it here. So this is where I wanted to arrive at the moment. Like Air. Air, they have some really cool things, right? Like this one. 10 pounds. 10 pounds, it's like $14 maybe. $20. Let's see. $20. But you have the Air, the Legend Pack. Yeah. They expand to the DB33 and the Vacuum Vintage. Vacuum Vintage, it's better the Vacuum Pro. But anyway, where I think I saw it, the Air. But you have the Vacuum Pro. A Vacuum Pro it's excellent, but for this kind of amount, I mean, with your eyes closed, you can buy it. I mean, it's really a good deal, right? It's just great deals. These are the deals that, because you can still use it on the bass sound. It's the bass sound. It's the way you are playing it, the way you are composing it, the way you are creating it. So it's really still a very good, good sounding. But unfortunately, those air things are not supported by so they stopped support, so they do not offer support for them, so I cannot even install on the MacBook Pro with the M chip, so it's not working with the M chip. So unfortunately, it's just not usable. But yeah, I mean, there are not so many synths available. This one are okay, are really good. I mean, there are so many good synthesizers. I mean, I could buy them all. I have a lot of them already. I don't know why they didn't do an all bundle, putting it at 80%. Everybody would buy it, but okay, this is business for them anyway. So yeah, I mean, they really are good deals, but I like Moog. Okay, Moog, I mean, great. These are just filters, but they are really good quality filters, and it's not that far of the real ones, the analog ones, but they are really good, really great ones, right? So I love everything what came out from Moog, or the real stuff. I mean, the plugins, I think also they are good, and yeah, the Isotope Ozone, of course. It's only 30. Okay, interesting. They up to 30, so they didn't put it on 50. But I had it on 50%. Maybe because I bought into the system. But here I see it's only 30. Okay. I mean, these one are also good. I didn't bought it. I tried out, and then I told to myself, yeah, it's good. It's really good, but I can do it by myself. But Smart Compressor, it's really good. It's a really excellent quality. So I'm still debating if I will or will not buy it. So this bundle, this bundle is quite interesting. Let me see, what does it have included? So we have Smart EQ 3. It's amazing. They released, I don't know why do not everybody using it. So Smart EQ 3, it's just amazing. It's really good. Smart limiter, very good quality as a limiter, and then compressor too. It's also a really good, excellent compressor. So for example, this 3.1 can really do the job. This is all what you need, for example, for your production, and you have excellent EQing possibilities, enormous possibilities, enough possibilities. This is even better with like the how it's called, the other one, the French guy who released his things. Anyway, I forgot, but this is really high quality. So having this one, EQing channels, whatnot, excellent. Limiting, this limiter on the master bus, it's enough. And then compressor, use this compressor. Now, of course, you need then, you don't have, but you need an exciter. Besides of this, you need an exciter, a saturator, and that's all. That's really all what we need for mixing. We don't need more. EQ, compressing, saturation, exciting, gate, yeah, that's all. That's enough. And compressor or limiter. So and the limiter, this is why it's 6, and it's quite enough for us, nothing more. So I have to think about this, because having this bundle, it intrigues me. Maybe I will buy it, maybe I won't. I have to think about it. But yeah, I'm really intrigued by it, because I want it. I never bought it. I tried it out on the trial, and finally I told to myself that I can do this. I already know how to do it, and yeah, it can help me. I'm not a mixing engineer, so I'm mixing for myself. So I'm not doing every day mixing tracks for clients. I'm mixing my tracks. So it's not something that that I really decided to change the way I'm working. As I told you lately, you have seen it. For EQ, I'm using the simple EQ from the DAW, from Logic Pro. Even the limiter I used from the Logic Pro, it was okay. Now I will buy the complete bundle, so I will have again the Ozone limiter, and it's okay. That's fine. And then for compressor I'm using multiple compressors, so that depends really on what track, what instrument, and from which company the sound is coming from, and so on, whatnot. Okay, so this is generally about, this is what I think is the deal here. Then we have sample-based libraries. You know, every company, the sample-based instruments, every company today will have it on a discount. So I mean, that depends on what you want. If you want what kind of composer you are in the orchestral section. If you are a composer doing more of a trailer kind of music, then you will need something like something like not a conventional sample-based libraries, because some conventional sample-based library are like from Spitfires. Spitfire is something very well known, and they have pretty good sounding. But if you want something for trailer kind of compositions, then sample-based orchestral instruments, I highly recommend Orchestra Truth. They are really good quality instruments, and I'm pretty sure that they have a discount. Let me just check it out. So Spitfire. I'm pretty sure that Spitfire has the same thing. Then we have Restaurant tools. Then we have, which we have. Like this one, Audio Empire. And stress. I will just mention a few of them. Just 1 second. Yes. These ones, and what I have is okay, so Spitfire Audio. I told you about Spitfire Audio. We go to the offers. So what we have here, I mean, I think they didn't start it with the Black Friday, but they will have it soon. Now these are the classical ones. Okay, so bundles, where are it? Yes, you have the core. Instruments, orchestras. Where do we have? Symphonic originals, orchestra. Yes, as we go to the orchestra directly. I mean, you can buy it, of course, separately, but this is the classical one, and I see that it's not. It will be on a discount, I'm pretty sure. You have the symphony orchestra, the Albion one, the Abbey Road one, the BBC Symphonic Orchestra, right? And Spitfire Symphony Orchestra. This is really good ones. So the Spitfire Symphony Orchestra is really a good quality. I suppose it will be, or it's already in the discount. Yes, this bundle. So this is really, but then it's completely another game. So at $14.99 you have the bundle which contains Spitfire Maze, the strings, the brass, and the woodwinds. So it's not even the complete one, but yeah. Then you can go and shop and shopping, and you can purchase it separately here if you want. But yeah, I mean, it's really good if you want that classical British kind of and really warm orchestral sound. Then Spitfire is really something that I can recommend. Now, orchestral tools. Orchestral tools are really good for both good for really warm orchestra, symphonic orchestra compositions, but very workable for trailer kind of music also. So here we have as a products. So Metropolis Arc 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. So the bundle, I mean, for trailer, it's just excellent, right? And then we have the Berlin Orchestra, the strings. So this is more for the classical compositions, orchestral compositions. Are really good quality, but they are, as I understood, they are recorded in a different environment than the Spitfire. Spitfire uses generally big halls, venues, whatnot, so you have a lot of reverb and full big ones, and here is more of a controlled environment, and really it's cutting through more in a composition. This is why I'm telling you that Orchestra Truth, for example, is better for compositions, dynamic compositions that needs really powerful shorts and with great attack. As Spitfire is, for me personally, I really consider it for lush strings, you know, that warm and not that dynamic composition. Spitfire, it's much better. Then we have Audio Imperia, and yeah, they are really affordable. This is what I was looking as a word. They're really affordable. They have really good you know, like offers. For example, Nucleus, if you are into trailer orchestral but more in a trailer modern compositional way, then, and as a beginner, Nucleus is a really good start point. And then the other ones from the strings and brasses and choirs, just great. Jaeger, for example, trailer kind of composition, excellent, right? And Nucleus, why is Nucleus 2 times there? I don't know. Nucleus Core, this one, Jaeger, Nucleus Core. This is the same thing, but they put it 2 times the same thing. But anyway, yeah, it's just great. Well, light is I wouldn't really recommend you, even though there's a big difference, as I can see, $225 and 59, but it's limited. You don't have that many possibilities. You don't have separate strings, solo, and so the patches are really limited here. So you have the entire orchestra, everything in the bulk, but here you have more patches, so you have more options. So if you really want to buy into it, I mean, take the orchestra core, not the essential orchestra. It will be much usable. This one, then yeah, Talos. Oh yeah, it's good. They are really good. The drums and everything, whatnot. Then what we have, Keep Forest. So if you are in a trailer music, this is what is it. This will instantly help you. So it will save you from trying to create yourself, doing the sound design. You know, it can take time, and you need to know how to do it. But Keep Forest will clearly you know, just you know, give you the already needed hits, trailer hits, transitions, risers, dropplers, whatever you need here. For example, drums, Ferrum. It's true that it has a lot of metallic uh, drums, but this is really a must-have. Evolution, a great. So they are all great. I mean, they are overproduced. This is what I wanted to tell you. So they are already overproduced. And when I'm talking to you and I'm saying that for composition mixing point of view, what you need, EQ, compressor, limiter, or exciter, distortion, saturator. For first, almost nothing. I mean, they are overproduced. The sounds are already EQ'd, compressed, over compressed, saturated, excited, whatever. So, I mean, this it's overproduced. You don't need anything to do on that track, because they have put it a lot of compression and everything inside. So Keep Forest is something that you can check it out, and if there's discounts, as I see if I understood correctly. Yes, there you see here, you know, sound effects are on discounted prices, bestsellers, but I think they are and Keyforest, they already have a bunch of things like which are free, you know, and you can start to do with these ones. So you just go on, you say buy it now, you see it's 0 edit charts, so you can go on the freebies. I mean, this is something another, you know, yeah, chart, yeah, you go again. If you are really a beginner, you go here and you go and you went to the and try out their freebies, right? I mean, what is nice, they really offer you a possibility to try it out. And you can already try it out. Then what you need is to log in. You have to create, and then order total is 0, you see, and you have all these ones, these packs that you can already use for your composition. It's the same thing. I don't know here. I mean, Audio Imperia, I don't think they have. I mean, normally you can try it out, but not free stuff. Freebies. Oh, they have what? They have freebies. Temtone. It's something that you can try out, but this is all that they have as the freebies. But I know that, for example, Spitfire, if you go in offers, where is it? For example, I knew that they have, I mean, wait, Orange product finder. Just 1 second, but I know they do have Discover. Yeah, so this, you have Discover, like Discover is, you know, so it's for free. You have a you go at chart and you have already, you know, really good starting point, right? Then you have the labs. I mean, labs, maybe you have to buy. I mean, let me just check out labs. No, they are free also. I mean, Infinity are software instruments made by musicians for musicians, okay? For anyone, everywhere. Presented and dedicated award-winning playing. Okay, so this is a good starting point already. I mean, if you do not want to really spend money, we talked about discounts, but if you do not want, then you have the possibility to try with free stuff, and you have a bunch of free stuff. So if you are just a beginner, and even though so what you have to finally buy, and this is important to have it, it's your DAW. Now with your DAW, it comes already with a bunch of sounds. If it's not enough for you, then you can find in these sites freebies. Then if you want with time, obviously, and you want to make composition that you want afterwards to sell it, or to have it on different libraries, then obviously you have to start to invest in quality. Then we can talk about buying, and then you need to decide what kind of genre in what kind of genre are you making music. Then you have to start to buy stuff from Spitfire. You have orchestra tools, Audio Imperia, Keep Forest, if you are really into the trailers. But then we have another one, and they were good at one time, and the truth is I'm not buying anymore from them, but at the beginning I had a lot of good things from HDO. I mean, I believe that they are still doing, yes, Lacrimosa, that's, again, it's good. So they still have pretty good stuff, usable stuff, and I'm pretty sure that, okay, except they have Black Friday bundles, right? You see what we have. I mean, good prices. With discounted prices, and you can really try it out, listen to them, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that they have good stuff also. Then we have another one with called Stress of Sampling, and they have nice products also, bundles. For example, Afflatus, really nice instrument library, orchestra instrument library. Then the choirs are, again, quite nice. But yeah, this one is really big. Like, I was impressed. Quantity of the sampling put into it. Let me just see if it's showing patches. Like 207 gigabytes of hard drive. So you need a 207 gigabytes of hard drive space. Now you can imagine how much time it needs to download it. The installation file is 104 gigabytes of and then 200. Oh wait, this is the chapter 1, chapter 2. So you have like totally 500 gigabytes of samples. It's crazy. It's just crazy how much space today a sample library consumes. And then we have cinematic studio strings. So for cinematic compositions, strings that I highly recommend, cinematic studio strings are really good. excellent for mock-ups, but even for productions, also full productions. So the strings are just fantastic. Cinematic strings. I see they didn't put, they do not have a discounted price yet, but yeah, I mean, this is just great. I mean, you just have to put a little bit of reverb on it, a little bit of EQing, and it's fantastic. Woodwinds also, it's not so bad, although I like more from orchestral tools, the woodwinds. I really like it more, but so they are mostly for the strings. I mean, strings are just excellent, and you have all the basic articulations needed. And for cinematic compositions, warm cinematic compositions, not action ones, the classical Hollywoody flavor, as they even say. Yeah, and you have all the articulations needed. Really good stuff. I recommend this one. And then, not least and not last, Cinesamples. At one moment, they were the best. They were really good. What they have, which is really good, is what I can recommend is where is it? Not percussion. Percussion wise, I mean, Cineperk, excellent. I think they have put a lot of work into it in this one because it's a very good one. So Cineperk is very good quality, excellent quality, and combined with other ones can really, that depends on what kind of composition are you making. For cinematic ones are really good, for orchestral ones I wanted to tell you it's very good, Cineperks. But then they have good brass also, and they have a good brass, yes, Cinebrass bundle, so it's really good. And in big, these are the ones that I can really give you as a reference to check it out, check them out, and it will really, but I see that not the discounts are, yes, I just came back here because this one I will surely buy it because this is really a good offer. Included products, I mean, sincerely, it's a very good. So you have here already usable for orchestral things like action strikes, emotive strings, strings ensemble, brass ensemble, and you have heard, if you watched already my latest videos, you heard how you can really create some really powerful brass and I will show you that there are other possibilities to design even some really cool stuff with it, with the articulations you can combine, and you can do some really cool stuff, and the strings also combined and manipulated can sound really good. Percussion wise, not really, but you have there the damage, and damage is a classical one that you can use. And now I will check out, I did a little bit heard and tried out the trial version of Ashlight, Firelight and Straylight, and they are really cool. Now for suspense, Mysteria, Thrill, really good. Rise and Hit, it's a classical. I mean, I think we are all using it. Overused. I will check out this one. to see how it sounds. But yeah, I mean, Reaktor, it has a bunch of good basses. um, TRK1 is the same thing, good basses really have, and then Monarch, massive, right? It's just so cool. Scanner, I mean, it's not even talked, but Scanner, it's for pads, for texture, it's excellent. Retro Machines, it's really not bad to have some analog sounding synthesizer sounds in your compositions. Are just great. Piano, you have a bunch of them from where to choose. Even now, the guitars, even though they are sequences and played, you can do stuff with it because you can manipulate the time, and you can use in multiple compositions. So even in cinematic compositions are usable. If you are interested, I will do episodes on that also. Then you have India, Cuba. These are all sounds that you can incorporate or you can use in your composition. It doesn't matter if it's coming from India or from Indian instruments or Cuban instruments. I mean, you can use it in whatever composition you want. You can do a trailer using Indian drums, for example. You know, that's the truth. So that's really good basses, guitar basses. That's cool. This one I will check it out. Again, I see these 3 new ones. Pads for texture, ethereal earth. Again, it's great. Analog Dreams. Again, it's really cool. Battery 4. Again, a lot of drum kits there, extensions that are really highly usable. Polyplex was really good. I'm just I don't know why they do not develop it. I mean, Battery 4 has a huge possibility. I mean, if they combine, for example, with So from XLN, I mean, Battery 4 can be. It is really still really great, but it didn't got an update like, I don't know, maybe 10 years. And Polyplex is the same thing. I mean, it was really great as an idea there also. I mean, it's fun. I mean, imagine Polyplex with I mean, the problem is that it's limited, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 individual kits or hits you can insert. So I would love to have like Battery 4 Polyplex, you know, like combine the two, and even having something like So, for example, the drum kits to have some kind of visual and to have access to every of them, but not like as you have now within the names of the sample kits, and then you have to load it. So it should be nice to recognize or analyze entire hardware and take the kit's elements, and then you just open one time the interface, and then you could combine and change as you wish, but in one visual, like So is doing it. So combine these two, and having the idea of So also, it would be nice. Then we have again drums. I mean, we have the damage. Damage is awesome, right? It's just cool. Now for effects, we have the Guitar Rig 6 Pro. I know we are at 7, but I will try it out and I will see if 6 is good for, because I have the 5, I think, and I was just so annoyed that the 5 Pro wasn't working on the MacBook Pro with the M chip. And I wrote to Native Instruments, and Native Instruments told me yes, because it's not supported. What is funny is that it allowed me to have it installed on my MacBook Pro. I just couldn't open it, or I could open it, but it showed like demo version, and this is why I called them Native Instruments, and I told them that what is happening, because even though I have purchased it, it is appearing like a demo version, and they told me that is because it's not supported. So yeah, mixing, you have a limiter. You have a limiter in Ozone. You have a limiter here. Console. So you have a lot of. I think that Bakes console, and it will give you a different, different warm and track color than the Focusrite SC. And then we have a tuner. It's like I think it is like I will check this one out. So vocal tuning, that could be interesting. Then we have for the reverb, but we have good stock reverbs on Logic Pro also, and these are all classical ones. I will check the Lo-Fi AF also. Now we have the classical reverbs, the RC 2448, good stuff, really. Passive EQ also, it's not bad. I mean, sometimes I'm using it. Then we have all these distortions and whatnot. I mean, these are already cool stuff. And then we have 103 expansion. Like, okay, this is great that I have all this stuff of expansion. I would love to be able to access them all together, to have it in the same place, so that I can combine. So I do not want to be limited. Like if I'm opening Liquid Energy, maybe I don't like the kick from the Liquid Energy, I want from Soul Magic, but then I have to search it, and it's complicated. I'm wasting time. So I would love to have Liquid Energy, Soul Magic, Rhythm Source, Body Mechanic, everything all together. Then I can just listen and take out. I mean, go and make them favorite the kicks and the snares that I like. It would be nicer. So Battery 4 would be nice if all these kits would be not as a separate sample kits that you are opening in a Battery 4. It would be great if they will be just packs, like the sample packs. Exactly. So a Battery 4 would be nice if these would be just sample packs, and if they were like some kind of sub menus, and we could, like, I could just click on polar flare, and then inside I could even listen the composition, the kicks, the snares, the hi-hats and whatnot, and then I could just double click or just import it in the session of the Battery 4. That would be nice. Maybe in the future they will develop it, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, bunch of things. So definitely I will buy it, this one, because it's only for me it's 250. I mean, seriously, for that huge amount of new sounds and possibilities, it's a bargain. So this was a little bit long, but I wanted to talk to you. This is the way I am thinking, and this is what I recommend for everyone also in this period of sales, of discounts. I mean, be careful. I mean, you can buy the same stuff you saw already. You can buy the same stuff from Plugins Boutique and Native Instruments. Yeah, but I mean, go and check out things and just go ahead and buy what you think you needed at the beginning, and don't worry, because now you have the sales. You will have I don't know if it will be the same level of discount at Christmas holidays, but then you have next year you have summer sales, and there's always opportunities to have these instruments on discounted prices. And buying too much instruments again will overwhelm you, and then finally it will be more difficult for you to use everything, and it's not the right way. Thank you for watching, and I will install now the complete 14 collection edition. I will pay it, download, and start to download it, and then I'm pretty sure that I will start to use it. And if you are interested, definitely I will show with you what is my impression about the complete 14 collector's edition, the new instruments. Do I like it or not, and how can I incorporate in my daily workflow, in my compositions. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so, and hit the like button if you appreciate the videos I'm putting out and the information that I'm giving you out. And definitely see you next time. Bye.